Okay, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Devin Bush buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Straight ahead, Walker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Seahawks at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club. It's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal from the 3. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On second down, here's Barkley. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't?
There he goes, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. After one, 7-3 to score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
2nd and 5. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Devin Bush, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st and 10, Jones. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's second down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. There's Johnson with a reception. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Eskridge, the man in motion.
Touchdown!
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have reached halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
There's some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and 3. And his throw here's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Cortland Sutton, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The New York set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Jones.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Goldfish! Goldfish!
They'll try the right side here. Barkley, 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 13. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Taking it right down Broadway. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing again on second down. Jones.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Jones.
That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and 10, Jones
Completed to Hyatt.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Jones on first down. Robinson's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old way, but give him credit. He went old school. He is determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football.